Imagine waking up ready to install a shiny new OS update on your phone, only to find out it suddenly vanished from the system update menu like it never existed. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. That's exactly what's happening with Nothing OS 4. The company rolled it out, users jumped to install it, and then, almost overnight, the update was pulled from circulation. Not because it was a beta, not because it was experimental, but because stable users received a notification telling them they were enrolled in the Android beta program. That one message, completely incorrect, was enough to spark confusion and force Nothing to hit pause. And honestly, it highlights something important. For a young brand like Nothing, software updates are more than just feature drops. They're proof of reliability. When Apple or Samsung pushes an update with a minor glitch, people shrug. When Nothing does it, the reaction is different. Every move matters. Every rollout is a chance to show they're ready to compete with the giants or not. So this temporary halt isn't just a technical hiccup. It's a moment that could shape trust. Let's break down what actually happened. Nothing OS 4, built on Android 16, first landed on the Nothing Phone 3 in late November. Then, it expanded to older devices, including the popular Phone 2A and 2A Plus, for about a week. Early adopters grabbed it quickly. But soon after, users with those models noticed something odd. The update was gone, not delayed, not pending, just missing entirely. The cause wasn't a catastrophic bug or device-breaking flaw. Instead, it was that beta message, a line that said their phone was part of the Android beta program, even though this was supposed to be a stable public release. It sounds small, but if you're a user and you suddenly think you're in beta without choosing to be, you start asking questions. Why does my phone think it's beta? Is this update unstable? Should I roll back? Should I worry? That uncertainty alone can damage confidence in a rollout. So, Nothing made the call. Pause, fix, then resume. In an email to at least one user, the company basically confirmed the situation, saying the version was temporarily removed, an urgent fix is underway, and the rollout will continue once testing is done. If you already installed OS 4, you'll get a patched update. If you didn't, you'll just receive the corrected version once everything restarts. And let's be fair, the update itself isn't all bad news. For those who already have it, the new features are pretty clean. The status bar gets redesigned icons, including improvements for dual SIM indicators, battery display, Wi-Fi, and mobile data. There's also a fresh horizontal battery icon and an option to show the percentage outside the icon. Small tweaks, but surprisingly satisfying ones when glancing at the top of your screen. Beyond the UI, users noticed a new charging animation, a blur to lock screen effect, and a refreshed power-saving mode icon. Still, bugs exist. One phone of two owners shared his experience. Nothing major, nothing device-breaking, but stuff you'd notice. Hidden icons in the status bar reappear on their own. Quick settings occasionally glitch. Navigation bar animations feel incomplete, especially when interacting with Google Gemini. Minor annoyances, but enough to justify polishing. The fix, according to reports, could land quickly, possibly within days. Once that hot fix rolls out, the update should resume, particularly for phones 2A and 2A Plus users. In other words, this isn't a long-term freeze, it's more like a software timeout. But the real takeaway sits beneath the surface. Updates are a trust contract. You install them because you believe the company tested, validated, and ensured stability before shipping. Nothing has built a loyal fan base by being daring, transparent hardware, bold design, and underdog identity. But to challenge the big names, especially in software, consistency matters more than flash. One confusing message shouldn't break credibility, but it does highlight how tight the margin for error is when a brand is still proving itself. If you're already on OS 4, the good news is you're safe to keep using it. You may spot small quirks, but nothing suggests you need to downgrade or panic. And your patched update is coming. If you haven't gotten OS 4 yet, you just have to wait for the restart. Likely soon, hopefully smoother. It's moments like this that define tech brands. Not through the updates that go perfectly, but through how they respond when they don't. Nothing halted the rollout fast, acknowledged the issue, and promised to fix. In a crowded market, that level of urgency might matter just as much as the update itself. And when the rollout resumes, users will either remember the bug or remember that nothing fixed it fast? Which one sticks may depend on what happens next. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.